Canelo versus Artur Beterbiev needs to happen next. What's up, guys? IBG the Waffler, IBG the GOAT, preferably IBG, and today we're going to be talking about what's next for Artur Beterbiev, and I already got the answer. It's this matchup right here, Canelo versus Artur Beterbiev. The amount of pay-per-views that this would sell it would be outrageous. I think, in my humble opinion, I think this matchup would be the biggest fight in boxing right now. I think it is. I don't think you can deny that. Who else is there? What other fight can you make right now that would sell more pay-per-views than this right here? And I'll tell you why it would sell so much and why it would be so intriguing, even though, you know what I'm saying, Artur is getting to that 40-year-old age, you know what I'm saying, the grandpa age. And fighting-wise, obviously not real life-wise, because that's not, it's like 80 years old. That's grandpa age in real life. But that's not what we're talking about. Canelo versus Artur Beterbiev. That would be the biggest fight in boxing. Tank versus Haney. If that was made, that shit is not selling that much. Devin Haney, Tank, they can't sell that much on their own. So imagine when they're fucking fighting each other, it's probably gonna add up to like what? 300K pay-per-view buys? Like, come on, let's not fool ourselves now. So, if I had to be honest, Canelo would probably get walked through. And I mean like walked through, like Beterbiev would annihilate Canelo. He'd be the first man to stop Canelo. And that's actually the reason why this is so intriguing and why this will sell so many pay-per-views. Canelo has never been stopped. Canelo has never got knocked down, never knocked out. There's only one moment of Canelo where he actually looked like he was hurt. And that was like one of his first matches. I think it was against Miguel Cotto or his brother. And he got wobbled. And that was when Canelo was 19. But ever since then, Canelo has never shown any sign of being hurt. You know what I'm saying? Being wobbled. You know, almost getting knocked out. You know what I'm saying? Getting knocked down. You know, no signs of Canelo ever being hurt. Yes, he got outboxed before, you know, multiple times. But never signs of Canelo really being like on some wobbly, you know, I'm about to get knocked the fuck out type shit. And that's what makes it so intriguing. Artur Beterbiev is known for stopping almost all of his opponents. Obviously, Bivol survived, but, you know, Bivol still ended up losing. But the thing is, Bivol is way more trickier than Canelo, especially nowadays, you know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about prime Canelo, but the Canelo right now, he's very stiff, you know what I'm saying? He has very bad footwork. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's just like Father Time has caught up to Canelo, but Canelo is not, you can tell he's not the same, man. He's not getting the knockouts that he always had before, you know what I'm saying, back around like 2018, 2019. Like, it's just not the same Canelo. You can see it with his gas tank, with the power even as well, because he's not really moving around as much. You know what I'm saying? Not really finding the shot. He's just throwing big meaty hooks and stuff. Like, it's stuff like amateur stuff, you know what I'm saying? But he's doing it at the pro level. And I don't really criticize that, because he's already made a shit ton of money. What else does he have to prove, right? He already has a legacy. Here he has a shit ton of money. So what else is there to really prove for Canelo? What? Beat David Benavidez, beat Artur Beterbiev? Like, come on, man. Canelo doesn't have to do this. But I'm just saying, this would be crazy. And I think this should be next up, just because the amount of money they both could earn, which I'm not getting a piece of. Obviously, I'm not glazing with both of them. But this would be the biggest fight in boxing. And it'd be very intriguing to see if Canelo gets stopped by Beterbiev, the Russian monster. He doesn't like to be called the Dagestani monster because he says he's Chechen. So I'll respect that. I don't want that Beterbiev smoke. But yeah, Beterbiev would most likely be the first person to stop Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the footwork is bad nowadays. He's very slow nowadays. He only has one tool. It's like the overhands, the hooks. You know what I'm saying? It's not really anything too it's not really nothing too tricky to break down Canelo, right? And that's why Canelo's been fighting. I'm not hating on Canelo. I don't dislike Canelo. I have no, kind of dislike towards Canelo. I got no hate in my heart for Canelo, but we have to be honest. Canelo has been fighting mid-competition. What? Berlanga, who's never beat anybody. Munguia, John Ryder. Come on, man. Like, we can't. kid ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Even Canelo fans know this. Canelo has been fighting weak competition these past few fights, and I'm not gonna lie, he hasn't looked very impressive in those fights. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. It's not a good look for Canelo when you can't stop these bums. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you do, right? What can you do? There's not much you can do, right? Because you can't force somebody to fight someone they don't want to fight. You can't force down someone, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Canelo has looked kind of weaker out of his prime, and that's against mid-competition at 168. Imagine him moving up to 175 to fight this monster right here, Artur Beterbiev. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like Canelo's chances, man. He's gonna gas out like he usually does in the later rounds, and that's where Artur Beterbiev really excels at, you know what I'm saying? And he gets stoppages, lots of stoppages in those later rounds. So Artur Beterbiev, that power is still gonna be there for him in the later rounds. But Canelo, though, that's where his power really doesn't really take effect on his opponents that much, you know what I'm saying? That's why you rarely see Canelo get knockdowns nowadays in the later rounds. Usually it's early on. But yeah, I think this should still be the fight that happens next. Even though, does Canelo deserve a shot at the undisputed at 175? Fuck no. But hey, money talks, right? And Canelo sells pay-per-views, you know what I'm saying? He brings the money in, you know what I'm saying? It might not be as much as he used to, but he still brings in the money. He's still the biggest star in boxing, you know what I'm saying? Who else is there? Anthony Joshua's cool, but that's only in, what, the UK. Canelo is global, man. Canelo is global, and I think Canelo versus Artur Beterbiev would be the biggest fight in boxing. I think Artur Beterbiev would walk through Canelo, if I'm being honest. Like I said, bad footwork from Canelo nowadays. Gasses out too much. And Canelo, man, he just... the hooks, man. You can't do that with Artur Beterbiev. He's going to catch you. Just like Bivol was. But Bivol didn't, you know, his punches didn't really have no effect on Canelo because, let's be honest, Bivol got pillow fist. So, you don't want to be doing that with Beterbiev because that dude actually has knockout power. And the punches that Beterbiev was hitting Bivol with, I think that would break down Canelo because Canelo is a smaller guy. We can't keep thinking like these guys are invincible. They're not. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think this should be next, and if it doesn't happen next, then so be it, but I think this would be the biggest fight in boxing. I know I've said that fucking 10 times already, but I think it actually would. What other fucking boxing match out there would do the numbers that this would? You know what I'm saying? People would want to see if Canelo gets, like, knocked down for the first time, knocked out for the first time, stopped for the first time. So I think this would be very intriguing for a lot of boxing fans, if not every boxing fan, because they've never seen Canelo in that type of, you know, vulnerability. I'm not how you say it. You know, they never seen Canelo really face that adversity. They would want to see, like, if Canelo could really, like, go through it, right? Say he, like, gets knocked down, how would Canelo react, right? And Artur Beterbiev would probably be the man to do that and really test Canelo and put him in deep waters. So I would love to see it, me personally, but if it doesn't happen, whatever. But I would love to see it. Biggest fight in boxing right now. And yeah, no other boxing match tops this. What, Usyk versus Tyson Fury, the rematch? Fuck no. Hell no. It didn't really sell that good the first time. So, yeah. They lost profit. They lost money on that match. So, hey, it is what it is, right? So, yeah, hopefully this happens next. I think this would benefit Artur Beterbiev a lot. His stock, his star power. You know what I'm saying? I think this helps both. Because if Canelo wins, even though I don't think there's a shot that happens, then he becomes undisputed at light heavyweight. Fuck it. Dumb bitch. At light heavyweight. And if Artur Beterbiev wins, his stock raises, his star power raises, and he has another good name on his resume. So, everybody wins at the end of the day. Right? I think so. I know I will. Because I would enjoy watching this. Like the fucking lead up. Oh, boy. That would be crazy. And just like, once the bell rings, holy shit, we lock the fuck in. But yeah, I would love to see it. I know you guys would most likely love to see it. So, yeah. And if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. All my social media is down below in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.